Okay, what's up, y'all? How you guys doing? I know it's not my crib. You already know it's allowed. I was actually just done with talking with John.
Or was she like, nah, I'm looking for something?
No, she just like us talking. So I'm like, okay, we just talk.
That's usually how girls go. If they don't know what they want, they're like, let's see if I can have the best in the world for as long as possible.
Well, I told you, because I'm like, I feel, I slowly have that feeling of like, okay, she kind of just, what am I having it? But I'm like, I don't see her as that person. So it's hard for me to be like.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, I get that. I don't really know her that well. I've seen her a couple times here, obviously.
She's just giving me the vibe of she needs to date versus mess around with somebody. No,
They're not dating, but they'll date people like for a month at a time.
But it's just even so, like, it's just a look, like, you don't give off, like, you were talking to her last night?
No, we were talking about her last night.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, for her, like, she's definitely like a,
oh yeah, she's
easy one night, but not. But that's what I'm saying, like, I don't see. That's why I was like,
dressed too modestly. She's too.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I can't mess you. If I were to, I can't message you that way because of the fact that you don't give me that vibe. It's weird.
You're a respectable, or you're a respectful guy.
And that's why I tell people, like, certain way you dress and certain the way you act, make it either you're dateable or you're a one-nighter.
Yeah.
That is one or the other. It's based on the way you dress, how you act, and what you like. Those 3 things. And
when there's certain people that are like, you know, they want to be in relationships because they need like something attached to them. That's like a what's it called? Codependency problem or codependency complex. So I'd say for the most part, if you can weed them out, that like the women that are gonna be, I don't know, your type, what you're looking for exactly. Don't worry that, you know, if you share something with her, it's like, you know, what did you say so far? Like, yeah, I'm moving.
that's what we just been figuring out, like, oh, what do you like? What do you don't like type ish.
Oh, so you guys are like actually talking then.
Yeah, but that's it.
Ah, that's
like,
cute.
Cute is funny. Shut up.
The anime
Shut it. Mad at night. Shut it.
Say we. Everybody else is just like, hey John, how's it going? Like, oh,
pretty much is how it was.
Like Adriana, it was her idea actually to do the can drive, but that was after I told everybody, hey, we need money or else it's not gonna happen. Like, oh shit. Everybody just kind of hitting that. Oh. Well, I guess I could have done more.
Again, it's similar to how my employees are. I'm like, oh, we listen to the third, everybody can get more money. And it's like, I'm like, you guys understand, money comes by being a public figure as far as this type of business. So he gave me cinnamon roll. I already finished that, and I have a bagel that I'm about to eat as well. I'm here to do inventory. From inventory, I gotta run back home, finish up my spring cleaning in my room, because I do want to go see Sinners. And I gotta contact my supervisor for money from another day that I never gotten. What you call it? There's quite a few things I need to take care of. And right now, it's nearly 4 o'clock. The movie time I was thinking about going is at 7. Throwing it out there casually. Nothing, there's been a lot that's happened I didn't talk about last video in regards to, you know, the clips and things that I do have. Even up to this day, got a new bike. I can show you guys real fast. It's right here. I still want to get me a Tesla. I know you guys been hearing me say this like in a lot of conversations, a lot of videos. And shout out to Emmanuel and Nicole. Y'all can be famous again for letting me know about the motivational speech of like, oh, you know, don't go to environments where they want you to be cheap. Go to places that actually value, you know, etc. And it's definitely going to be Georgia for me. And I say Georgia at this point now, not because of the fact that Georgia has entertainment, the business, etc., but the pool, my aunt just called me. So yeah, I should have picked up just so you can hear the conversation to some degree. Because I'm busy doing inventory. I actually forgot what I was saying because of that phone call. This is why my family gets mad at me. Because they call me at times where I'm doing stuff. They don't know that, which is fine. But I'm doing stuff. Inventory, making content, hanging out with somebody, or maybe not hanging out with somebody, but I'm doing this or that, the third, or working on dance content, and I get a phone call, and I'm like, I necessarily can't answer because by the time I'm doing what I'm doing, I actually got to work on something else. And I know if I have a conversation with you, my energy is going to be shifted. And I don't want that to be shifted in the moment I feel the way I feel. Actually, speaking of that, I'm actually very highly, to work on this one song that I think fits very well with Sinners. Haven't seen the movie yet, but the song itself gives me the Sinner vibe. And I'm only saying that because in the trailer, there was a clip that they were all in the barn dancing, having fun. I was like, oh, this would be cool. And then as I listened to one of the beats I created, and I was thinking about that movie at the same time, I was like, I could see it matching. And then I just had creativity, I had creativity and more creativity with the creativity, and that made me a full-fledged song in an hour. Yeah, I gotta do inventory because we have 2 formals this weekend, so there's not gonna be anime content per se or one-on-one conversations that I have with people. I don't know why, because no, it's not Bluetooth, it's wired. Well, what song again you wanted? I mean, it's anime music. I just threw a random playlist on that had anime on it because of anime night. I know. What song did you want to hear?
I don't even fucking know what I can tell you right now.
What song did you want to hear? What song did you want to?
This is not working.
I understand that. What song?
I like to be real. You guys heading out or? I want to come back.
I understand that. So if you want different type of music, Fridays be the better.
Absolutely. Tell me what your different type of music.
Like R&B or like Caribbean music, that would be more on a Friday. Like, that's what I'm saying. If they want to hear something different, because I did not. No, I know you're not. But
100%. I've been on everywhere.
the music, you kind of.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to talk.
No, I'm fine with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want that, I can play a song or two. They're about to head out and everybody's hanging out, so it's okay.
Maybe with I'm just saying, I'm just trying to know your vibe and this place vibe, so
on the
next time, I know what's up.
On Saturdays it's anime. That's why. So that's why I'm like, Fridays it would be better for like an R&B Caribbean. Then we have Thursdays, but Thursdays that's drag night, so they're gonna play not EDM but pop music.
Yeah, I don't want to be like fucking this place is fucking not for me.
Yeah.
I want to get to know what the fuck is
I normally will play hip hop or R&B. But but this is, they want an anime night. Usually there's a general crowd here, but because it's Easter. Yeah, no, you're fine.
I just want to know what nights are good for our style.
Fridays.
Me and my girl.
Fridays. Just not next week because I have a private event coming next week for Friday, but the following weeks after that, Fridays. Yeah.
That's how I rock.
Yeah, no. Okay, I appreciate it. Ooh. It has been a lot. And then this moving situation where I've actually increased my monthly income because I bought some other things. I literally gotta stop buying stuff. So I gotta sell my old camera. My goodness. I'm not answering this one either. That's my mom now. Like I'm literally making content and I gotta do inventory. So I'm trying to do inventory and talk to you guys at the same time. I can't answer. It's Easter. Everyone wants to say hi. Happy Easter, by the way. By the time you're seeing this is after Easter, obviously, but happy Easter to you guys. It's a lot. And again, I forgot what I was going to say. This is how my usual day-to-day is. Well, not fully day-to-day, but times where I created a lot for myself, this happens. Like, when I go home and finish spring cleaning, all I did was mainly rearrange my room and swept. But I still need to wipe down the walls, wipe down the corners, mop the floor, rearrange the books and organize what's there on the tables and counters in my room or my desk. So I forgot, I gotta burn the ice. So there's that too. I'm like, today's ain't the day to be calling me and being like, why don't you ain't pick up the phone? It ain't that type of day. I got too much on my plate currently, so I gotta work on that. And I believe I'm gonna bring that down. Now, when I do inventory, by the way, no, I don't stand here and do inventory. What I usually do is, when I do stand here, is I go through what I know we used, I erase the number, and then I know, okay, so when I go in the back rooms, that all I need is to add those in. And I come here and I check the fridge while I stand here, and I go, okay, what have I not filled? And then I count that too. Like, if you see in that little section right there, which it's blurry now, but in that little corner right there, I was supposed to have angry orchards over there, but I have no more angry orchards. So now I count whatever remaining is there. But usually I fill it up. That way, when I do the stored amount or the upfront amount, that's never touched. All I gotta do is just the back ends. So I made it easy for myself. Still, it's a lot. Like a lot. Appreciate you guys. It's gonna be a long week for me because I actually have a lot of things coming in the mail. All right, for example, I don't know if you guys can see, but I got stuff coming in the mail. So I gotta be ready to get all these stuff. And this light is kind of important because it's part of my, I will say, mini project that I've been planning on working on, which I am going to work on tomorrow. Woo. Oh, and the new camera I got is a Canon EOS R6 Mark II. So EOS R, I'm about to sell that off on eBay, and then whatever money I get from that, I'm putting in my savings. And then I have the Canon EOS R6 Mark II that I will be using as my primary camera. And I almost forgot about that. I did change my photography name. I am formerly known as Out of Frame Photography. Now, the new name is Talk About It, PNG. I would just do Talk About It, but unfortunately, Talk About It is taken and it's used other reasons if you look it up on Instagram. So I added PNG for the sake of photography so people know it's photography based, or at least some form of it. I would do JPEG, but I think JPEG. Talk About It JPEG? Nah. I like to Talk About It PNG. Or TAI for short, or acronym I should say. It's TAI. TAI. It's originally supposed to be Talk About It Photography or TAI Photography, but then TAI would have sounded like my name is TAI and I'm not TAI. So I like it because like TAIism, TOism, you know, play on it, and you can talk about the photos, you know, you want to talk about it. And it opens up the opens up the lane of like, okay, I can lean a lot more into this direction versus the other direction. And what I felt as Out of Frame Photography was a lot more like, oh, I can do weddings, maternity, not high class, but semi-high class, like a very memorable, blissful moment, which is cool, but I want to lean a lot more to thumbnails, creating stuff for artists, actors, creatives. I want to lean in that direction. Out of Frame could do that, but it doesn't scream that off the name alone. So Talk About It, I felt like will hit more on that nail of the coffin. I kept talking and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll eat the big one. I ain't eat the big one. You eat the big one raw like that? No cream cheese? None of that, sir? Dry? That's not putting. Oh, shit again. I know. I started putting no ketchup on your chicken. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Definitely gives me, oh boy. Don't look old enough to be fucking with me though. I'm gonna tell you right now. Whoever that is. I don't want this video too long. I could be humorous and talk about a lot of different things. I will admit that I have very small amount of time as far as like trying to get everything together for the move. And the most difficult thing I've been going through as of today, at least, figuring out, get the Tesla, because I have the money for a Tesla, or I should say I have the money, I could get the Tesla, because if I decided to wait, then the car that I plan on trading in will depreciate in value, and Tesla's actually offering me a pretty good deal for the estimated value. Or I wait, then the car depreciates in value, and I get less money to utilize for a down payment for a Tesla. All this, and I'm like, what I really need to be thinking about is more so the music, the photography, the DJing, the dancing, etc. And I'm like, I can do this But I need to think about that because that's more important because that's actually going to get me the money to then get everything else. Because my biggest thing is like, oh, people worry about, well, if the car costs X amount of money, then, you know, credit will determine how much you can pay on a monthly, et cetera, this and the third. But I'm like, okay, but you're talking from a mindset of what you have now versus what you could potentially pertain if you put the money, or not money, if you put the mindset towards that end of the money and say, hey, what if I decide to buy, or what if I decide to create a system where I can make X amount of money, and that's where I go, what is 100K to 20K? Nothing. Ideally, small dent, quarter-ish, but nothing crazy. It's like, if you can make 100K every couple months, or I should say ideally a year, yeah, 20K is not crazy. And I'm talking about after taxes, it's not before taxes. So if you're being nitty gritty with it, nothing crazy. In comparison, now when you stack it against everything else, then yes, it's pretty crazy. But alone, no, it's not crazy. Like, what's 100? Like, what's $2 to 100, or $20 to 100? I mean, it's gonna be 80 left over, but that's still a lot of money. You may not want to give up $20 once you get 100 because your mind thinks of more money. But if you have a lot of money, the abundance of money, yeah, nothing crazy. No more grenadine left. So that is pretty much my video. How's your Easter? How's your day going? What'd you guys do for Easter? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to support John, he's trying to raise money for an anime convention, and he needs 5K in 2 weeks. And I told him, that's not, you know, I'm very optimistic. So I'm like, that's not difficult. Like, you can do this, you can do that, the third. A lot of times it's just reaching out to people as much as you can, breaking down the numbers, how much somebody willing to donate, and how many people do you need to talk to that's willing to donate on behalf of said event. Like, let's say it was $10, and yeah, you gotta talk to 500 people. Or $10, talk to 250 and hope that if they get referral from a friend, then that's an additional $10 per person, which then would be the 5K that you're looking for. But my thing is, like, even with how he feels right now is how I feel about trying to sell my services for $1,500. It's like, yo, I know I'm worth $1,500. Everything on paper says $1,500. I just don't move as if I could be sold as $1,500. And that's the problem I have. Cause like, I'm making a sale. Like, one thing I did with a teacher was, she was like, oh, where'd you get the brand from? Cause I left my hat at my job. And the kids was like, oh, alien this, alien that. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know you like aliens too. She's like, no, that's the janitor's. And then she was asking me about it so she could wear it. And I messed the sale up by saying that my prices are high. I didn't say this in this exact context, by the way. But my prices were high. And the high reasons are why they're high, because I'm, you know, aiming for people that have the money to then buy my product. And I don't want to sell cheap products to just people to be like, oh yeah, I represent the brand, but it doesn't really make you feel good wearing it at all. Like this hoodie right now, I mean, this is like smaller than originally, or not originally, but I have the new one for it, and this has actually been torn. This has been like a 3-year use. I'm like, premium. Like, I don't want to give you guys low quality, low ball efforts, like a slap-on shirt. I don't want to do that. I want to give you something that, okay, you feel good wearing. That's the point of this uni. And not just be like, oh, look at me. It's like, oh, you embody and this is how you feel. You should feel good wearing whatever product that I serve you guys. So yeah, this is that factor. All right, this is gonna take me a minute to do. Still gotta clean my room. I still gotta make music. I do wanna go to watch a movie, but I might skip the movie today because I have a lot. I'd rather focus on the music side of things. But I am nervous about watching a movie because the type of movie it is don't tend to go well. Now, the conversation that we're going to have soon, though, is Michael B. Jordan better than Will Smith? Just like a crazy take I heard, or a crazy question I heard, Bob Marley versus Michael Jackson. And I think that's a very difficult battle. Yes, favoritism is probably going to lean a lot towards Michael Jackson, but if we're really talking song for song, and like the impact on how both of them shaped the world, oof. Big oof. All right, with that being said, thank you again. Shout out to Socks. Shit, I keep saying that. Shout out to Socks with John. Shout out to Nicole, Emmanuel, and everybody else in the Discord. See you guys in the next vlog video. If not a video or a stream that I end up doing soon, because I'm actually supposed to be streaming Kingdom Hearts this week. That may not happen because I got so much going on. But yeah, let me just get to it. See you guys. Peace.